What's up, guys? The Scottish Grower here. First of all, I'd like to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all my subscribers. So, let's get into this. Finally, the creme de la creme, the Frostbanger. Honestly, this has been one of the most exciting seeds. I know I always say this, but this one really has. I mean, a few times it scared me and I thought, right, this isn't going to do very good. But then just watch. Let's get into this. Let's get a joint sparked. So, let me know in the comments. I want to know if everybody's had a good Christmas, had a good New Year, how my fellow groomies are going. So yeah, Frostbanger. This one was a bit of a head scratcher. Being one of the newer seeds, I wanted to keep the main head and stuff like that. Different training. But then I thought, let's just chop it off, as you can see. And I left 4 main stalks. And I started to leave them, just doing a bit of tucking and letting them grow by themselves. And then eventually I got this explosive growth. I mean, it's crazy how fast it blew up. Then I got this scare, thinking it's dead, and then within a week it was like this, and started flowering. Obviously, I think it was just maybe changing to flowering mode at that point. But growing this one, I'm gonna go out and say right now that I actually don't recommend it, to be honest with you. Like the orange sherbet, it's just finished. I've got it vac sealed and curing. It's 10 times better. Although this is meant to claim 31% THC, and as you will see on my buds right now, that they're really dense. I mean, that's not them finished. This is them still in the infancy. Well, not the infancy, but you know what I mean. I thought this was going to be one of the best plants ever, I really did. But on the feedback on the 3 people that I gave a bit to try and smoke, I would say we all had basically the same, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry. We all had the same thoughts, that's what I meant to say. We all had the same thoughts on the plant. We thought it was a top high, but you couldn't do anything. It was like couch lock, and it wasn't very smelly, it wasn't very terpy. The oil was good. I've got a picture at the end, but it's still purging in the picture at the end. I'd probably say, like, see if you're gonna grow it hydro or something like that, then 100% go with it. But when I actually saw, like, as you can see, the trichomes, the amount, I thought I was going to get a crazy yield, right? I thought, right, this is going to be the plant that I get 400 grams from. Like, at the end, that's the way it was looking, because they were all packing buds. But when I actually got it down and I actually got it dry, it ended up letting me down, because I will show you at the end of this video. Right now we're just doing a bit of the trichomes, and if you look at that, wow. And here's a little video just to show you. Sorry it's sped up, guys, like this video, if this part of the video, if you want to like get a good look at the trichomes, it is in 1080p, so you can pause it on any bud and get a nice look. But what I've went done, I've added these time lapses in also, so that you can actually see like little changes. But I made a mistake. The phone I used, I was putting into a USB and one of those, like, see the gangway sockets you get to put multiple plugs in? The USB of one of them, and the phone was literally dying because it was constantly recording a time lapse. before it could charge. So I ended up having to order like a USB 3.0 plug, so it plugs into the wall. So the next one that I'm growing is going to be a lemon cherry cookies and the small Mars Hydro. But we're going to do, I'm going to get a new FC 1500 Evo to do it, and I'm only going to do that one plant, the lemon cherry cookies, because it's a fast yielder. But as I'm saying, I've got the time lapse down to a T now. Like, I know how to do it, so it's going to be a lot better, because I want people to be able to see that plant, that seed cracking and then growing, and then the top, like the training. I can't explain it. See if you're someone who has never grown before, like, there is nothing like it, honestly. See, smoking your own weed, like, there's a plant when it came down. Look at those buds. Yeah, as I was saying, if you're someone who buys weed, you smoke it, you get high, yeah. But see, when you're getting high off your own weed that you've put all your own time and work into, like, I don't know, it's a magical experience that only you can try out. No, I am not encouraging anyone to go and do this. I do it purely for medicinal purposes for myself. Here's some close-ups of it dry. To be fair, the 205 grams was a bit high. It was sticky, and when it was done, I ended up with 190. So, enjoy, guys.